There has been huge drama in the Fortnite comp scene, including Peterbot potentially contesting Clix, Queasy's trio becoming the best trio in the world, and MrSavage retiring from Fortnite competitive. There's a lot to talk about, let's get into it. But before we do that, please like and subscribe, I will greatly appreciate it. Also, this will be your last chance to get your hottest takes included in a future video of mine. Simply type in the comments your hot takes for Fortnite competitive, and there is a high chance I will talk about it in a future video. Anyway, let's just get into the video, because this is absolutely crazy. Let's go into the most recent news. We have MrSavage quitting Fortnite competitive, potentially forever. Now, if you were living under a rock recently, you know that MrSavage was hyping up this announcement that was going to happen after the EU Divisional Cup. We thought it was going to be massive trio news, however it was the complete opposite. MrSavage released a 15-minute video going over his whole Fortnite journey from start to finish, and it was truly sad to watch. I know everyone in the EU comp scene is absolutely crying right now, and to be honest, so am I. It's really sad to see a player go, especially one at the caliber of MrSavage. He didn't quit comp Fortnite for the reasons you might expect. A lot of people are blaming Panzer for dropping him, and that's the reason why he quit, but it's not like that. He actually said himself that he was thinking of quitting Fortnite over a year ago before he duoed with Mongrel. However, when he did duo with Mongrel, that gave him a boost of motivation to keep playing Fortnite. But now that they've split up, he truly can't find the motivation anymore to push on. He also got a really good placement in the last rounds, getting an 8th place, which is really impressive. And I feel like the expectations for him just kind of grew, like the fan base kind of wanted more from him, and it probably just became too much. He's still going to be making content, but he's just not going to be competing anymore. And to be honest, I don't blame him at all. He did say himself that he used to be a pro player that streamed sometimes, but now he feels like he's a streamer who is also a pro player, and I completely get that. So to MrSavage, thank you so much for all the content you've made in Fortnite competitive, and also just keeping Fortnite competitive alive for so long. Like, he really did build the community up, and I can't thank him enough. Anyway, let's get to some more exciting news, because this is really depressing me. So we've got Peterbot moving to Lone Wolf Lair, which, if you don't know, is where Clix also drops. So we might have Peterbot versus Clix in the Offspawn. Now, Peterbot's already got that land qual. He's also got a terrifying team, a terrifying fighting team. And I'm pretty sure Yumzo and Batman Booger really wanted to get out of there, but Clix sent them $60,000 each to stay. Now, this is absolutely crazy. If you don't know, $60,000 is also the prize pool for winning FNCS. So Clix pretty much paid them the winnings of FNCS just to contest Peterbot, and to be honest, it didn't even happen in this Divisional Cup, spoilers alert. But the reason why Peterbot wanted to go there was because of the mythic minigun close by, and also the amount of chug splashes that they get. Apparently from Peterbot's coach, Raz, they were already thinking of going there in the first place, and apparently it wasn't even Peter's decision either, it was Poyo's, so that's absolutely crazy. Poyo's just using the firepower that his teammates have to land there, which is quite amusing in my opinion. Shout out to Poyo. And so now I think you're wondering who is going to go to Crime City. Well, Reek was actually planning to go to Crime City, but I doubt he was ever going to get this unconned if he were to have it, because Reek's trio isn't as good as some of the other tier 1s. I can easily see Muzz, Curly and Rise swooping in there and just completely wiping them off spawn. But like I said, none of this actually happened in the Divisional Cup, which is quite strange to see. I bet it's because they announced this a day before the finals, and I feel like Peterbot needs a bit more preparation. I don't think he wants to move to a drop spot, get absolutely wiped off spawn, and then have nowhere really to go, because Reet's going to take over Crime City, Clix has Lone Wolf Lair, and so now Peterbot would be in a weird position where his stocks are down, and now he needs to find another good landing spot without being contested, which could have been quite a difficult position to be in. So I reckon he can still contest Clix. It's not off the tables just yet, but only time will tell if we have Peterbot versus Clix off spawn. Speaking of people that moved from Crime City, we got Vino, Vico and Flixie moving from Crime City over to Masked Meadows. Crime City is kind of like the third best POI in my opinion. Now obviously Vino didn't think this was good enough, so he wanted to move somewhere better, aka Masked Meadows. Now I think this is a very good play. They didn't move there this Divisional Cup, but I feel like they're going to do the same thing as Peterbot and kind of move there later on, just so they can have a good idea of what the drop spot's about, and so they can truly claim the spot. Now who's going to be going to Crime City in EU? It's none other than Chap, Shark and Kiduo, combo, which I think is a very good play. I feel like if they go to shiny shafts, they're just going to get completely griefed by the teams around them. And also the trio that is contesting them of iDrop, Scroll and Sky. Like I said, this has been absolutely crazy. I'm really interested to see how placements shift now that people are moving around the map a little bit more halfway through the season. Anyway, we got a whole Divisional Cup Finals to talk about. First, let's move to NA. Now in first place, it's none other than Peterbot, Cold and Pollo. To be honest, I expected nothing else than them to be in first place. They finished the tournament on 491 points. They won 3 out of their 6 matches, and they had an average placement of 3.5 and an average elims of 10.3. There is no way anyone could beat them with this match history. They got a 7 elim 8th, a 12 elim 1st, a 13 elim 1st, a 6 elim 6th, a 9 elim 4th, and a 15 elim 1st. Peterbot is trying to go for another perfect season, which is absolutely crazy. This is also Peterbot's 10th Divisional Cup win in a row, which is absolutely crazy. Peterbot is definitely the king of Divisional Cups, no doubt in my mind. In second place, I was going to say not far behind them, but I can't lie, Peterbot absolutely ran away with this. We have Clix, Batman Booger, and Yomzo. Now, if you look at the point difference, you would think Clix did absolutely terrible, but he really did not. He did really well. He had an average placement of 6 and an average elims of 6.5. His match history was a 4 elim 6th, a 9 elim 6th, a 5 elim 12th, a 9 elim 2nd, an 8 elim 2nd, and a 4 elim 8th. Clix, Higgs, and Yomzo is definitely the second best trio in the region, no doubt in my mind. In third place, we have Adil, Cooper, and Sphinx. In fourth place, we have an underrated trio of Shadow, Curve, and Tyler. I don't expect anything else from this trio. I don't know how people aren't shining the spotlight on this trio even more. Fourth place is really impressive. In fifth, we have Aegis, Ritual, and Acorn. In sixth, we have an NA West trio of Bucko, Pars, and Pump. In seventh, we have Virgo, TK, and Craze. Now, I think this trio should just stick together. Screw Bucky. Craze, don't go with Bucky, man, because you've obviously found the trio for you. Keep playing with these people. I guarantee you can qual for grand. In 8th, we have an EU trio of King Cringe. Now I thought King Cringe was an NA player just from all the leaderboards I've seen with him in like the top 10. This is absolutely crazy to see. I don't know how people aren't giving him more respect for this. This is absolutely crazy. In 9th, we have Visual Sprays and Diminished, and in 10th, we have Rapid, Yapko, and Threats. Some other big names just outside of the top 10 is 11th place of Kanada, G-Money, and Osid. 12th, we have Muzz, Curly, and Rise. A little bit disappointing for them in my opinion. I kind of have them in like a top 5 trio in the region, so it's pretty sad to see them in the 12th spot. In 13th, we have Moxie. In 15th, we have Seti, Hari, and Kami. In 16th, we have Mason's trio. I'm super happy to see them do so well. I kind of predicted them to be a dud trio, but we'll get into that in a second. In 17th, we have Scare, Vera, and Soneto. Pretty disappointing, I feel like. I know they can definitely do a lot better, but I guess there's always room for improvements. In 20th, we have Seek, Taki, and Eshu. In 23rd, we have Aviv, Skittles, and Bolts. I truly believe this trio is going to split up. Maybe Bolts would work well with Booger, who knows. And in 29th, we have Asian Jeff. Now, if we go over my predictions, obviously I was right that we had Peterbot win. I was also right that Clix and Acorn would be in the top 5. But the 2 predictions I got wrong was Scare, Soneto, and Veer in top 10. Like I said, it was just a disappointing day for them. I'm pretty sure they claimed the minigun for most of the games in the NA finals. I don't know where they went wrong. I guarantee though, with more practice with the minigun, they can easily come top 10. And also another prediction I got wrong was a dud team of Mason's trio. To be honest, I should have put Bolts there. I don't know what I was thinking. Shout out Mason, I just disrespected you there and I'm sorry. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's move on to EU. Now in EU, I think we've got to really give Queasy some props here, because in first place we got Swizzy, Queasy, and Mustache with 506 points. They got 3 wins out of their 6 matches and nearly 200 points ahead of second place. They got an average placement of 1.8 and an average elims of 8.8. There is no way anyone in the world can top that. Queasy's just showing why he's the GOAT RGL. He always puts Swizzy and Mustache in the best positions possible for them to just frag out and not even worry about the rotates. They got a 7 elim 1st, an 8 elim 4th, a 14 elim 1st, a 7 elim 2nd, a 4 elim 2nd, and a 13 elim 1st. That match history is absolutely crazy. Shout out to Swizzy, Queasy, Mustache. In my opinion, they are now the best team in EU and arguably in the world. I don't even think Peterbot can beat this trio. That's how good they are. In second place, we got Ping, Wox, and Malabuka. In third place, we got Seti, Hari, and Kami. I'm so happy to see these guys at the top of the leaderboard again, now that they are uncontested. This team isn't really a team that's going to win Grands, but you just know they're going to be in the top 10 without a doubt. In fourth place, we have Vanya, Pixie, and Marius. In fifth place, we have Vico, Vino, and Flixie. Honestly, quite a shocking placement for this trio. You'd think this trio is the second best in EU, but to be honest, I don't think that anymore. I kind of rank it as Queasy's trio, then Manabuka's trio, and then Veno's trio, with Vanya just underneath. That's kind of how I rank it right now. But how about you guys? Let me know in the comments how you rank EU, because I feel like it's pretty close between everyone except Queasy's trio, to be honest. In sixth place, we have Fredoxy's trio. Shout out to them, they have been so good this whole divisional cup. In seventh place, the same for them as well, we got Pink's trio. In eighth, we've got Zanji's trio. Quite an underrated pick in my opinion. I'm going to have to keep an eye out on this trio more often. In ninth, we have Haris, Tayson, and Chicho. I'm pretty disappointed for this trio, I can't lie. I kind of thought they'd be in the top 5, but I'll get into that in a second. And rounding out the top 10, we have Pixovsky. Some notable names just outside the top 10, we have Kombe, Blaha, and Mixon. In 14th, we have Chap, Shark, and Kiduo. They definitely did a lot better than I thought. They completely wiped the floor with iDropSky and Scroll. So shout out to this trio. I feel like they're going to do really well now. I was kind of hating on them a little bit at first, but now that they've proved to me that they can dominate drop spots, I feel like they can just get Crime City uncontested and completely dominate this season. In 15th, we have a disappointing one again of Panzer, Thomas HD, and Pablo. I don't think this trio should split. They might do, I have no idea, but in my opinion, I think it's better for them to just create some chemistry between each other and just overall strengthen the trio, because I feel like this can be a top 10 team and a globals team without a doubt, and I feel like this is Thomas HD's best chance of having a good trio. In 20th, we have Pigstar and Damus. Pretty disappointing from their part. They were also contested by Teeny's trio, so I don't really blame them too much. And in 29th, we have iDropSky and Scroll. Definitely a shocking placement in my opinion. They're probably going to split up after this. I definitely see Thomas HD sneaking Panzer to be with Sky and Scroll. And if they do that, they can definitely become a top 5 trio in EU, without a doubt. Anyway, let's move on to my predictions. So my predictions I got was Queasy in first place. A pretty bold prediction on my part, but it definitely paid off in the end. And I definitely will have Queasy in my first prediction again, mark my words. For my top 5s, I had Panzer and Tayson. Definitely not a good look for them. I feel like they're both made for finals lobbies, and to see them not in the top 5 was pretty disappointing. Obviously, I could have picked Vico and Flixie, and I like Marius's trio, but I thought that was kind of boring and quite obvious, so I kind of wanted to spice it up a little bit with Panzer and Tayson. But, you know, it kind of backfired on me, so I probably won't be having them in my top 5s just yet. And my dud team, we have Chap's trio. I was just blatantly wrong. I should have put iDropSky and Scroll. I was kind of torn between the two because I knew they were both going to grief each other. I should have went for the trio with more firepower winning, but I kind of doubted Shark's inexperience and also just Chap's inexperience as well. He's only been around for a year, and I didn't think he was going to beat the likes of iDropSky and Scroll. But he proved me wrong, and I'm happy to admit when I'm wrong as well. But that does mean I only got 1 right in EU, which is quite disappointing. But on the other hand, I did get 3 right in NA, and luckily that got me a bingo, which I'm pretty happy about. Honestly, I probably could have got 3 bingos here if I just changed Panzer's top 5 to like Marius, and maybe Chap, Shark, and Kiduo being a dud team and changing that to iDropSky and Scroll. However, I'm not mad about it. I'm pretty happy with 1 bingo, as long as I got 1. I'm happy to take the L here and say that my predictions was god awful. I'm definitely looking for 2 bingos next week, mark my words. Anyway, that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and to comment your hot takes in the comment section down below. There is a high possibility that your hot take will be in a future video, and who would want to miss out on that opportunity? Why did I even say that? Anyway, just thank you for watching, and peace.